but the bees can, you can do so much with bees on products, from making candles. And when I teach the little kids, after I tell them about how the boys are lazy in the beehive, I tell them how the girls love to rub bee dandruff on their lips. Because, that's what makes wax, is dandruff. So the girls laugh at the boys for being lazy, and mom does all the work, and then the boys laugh at the girls for rubbing bee dander on their face.
That's funny.
So beeswax is a huge product that the bees make. There's bee sting therapy for people with fibromyalgia and multiple sclerosis. Propolis, which is one of the strongest glues, and made for propolis was melted down and was made to use the first fillings in teeth because it was so strong and so sticky. They're using it right now to look to see if they can use the bee sting venom with the propolis and help with testicular cancer at a research center out of Tyler, Texas. There's royal jelly, the fountain of youth. It's in like Botox.
Yeah.
The thing that thins and makes the rejuvenation back to the skin. Those are just products that come out of the beehive from having one, if you know how to harvest them and use them. And I know beekeepers that don't even have bees that sell products, from making the hives to selling packages of bees to selling queens for people to re-queen. I mean, beekeeping has so many products in it, from pollination to the honey production. That they don't call it the billionaire's business for nothing.
And let's not forget our favorite product.
Well, that's the one reason why we're all here and listening, is to enjoy the vast variety of products of mead from you guys were talking about Argellin, right? Argellin, right? Honey with maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, Acerglyn, yeah.
Acerglyn, yeah.
Yeah. Right, I mean, there's so many other names that, that you can get from all over the world. When I was over in Turkey and stuff, they had Tejas, very, very low amounts of alcohol, lots of herbs, lots of spices. It was made to thin the blood, to put in more medication into your system. Right, so, your piments from grapes. I mean, there's so much you can do with mead.
Oh, God, yeah.
Right now at Neoteric Farms in Colorado, and we're doing some CBD infusion with some
really
honey, so you can get massive antibiotic capability, thinning the blood, getting the CBD oil directly into your system for mixing it with a little hops.
Very cool.
You go right to sleep with some good medication to help you eat in the morning. So,
well, and it really does work. Yeah, the applications are endless. I mean, the CBD thing is fascinating. I'm in Washington now, staying with my daughter, helping them with their house and things while they're learning how to be parents. They just had a baby, and so of course marijuana is legal here. And while I'm not the regular smoker I was when I was in college, I have a lot of back and hip pain from degenerating discs. So they've got me on all these medications. I'm not happy about that. So I thought I'd go try the CBD oil, to see what, was available. So I did a little homework and then went down to my local shop here and asked some questions and walked away with a tincture of CBD oil, 200 to 1 CBD to THC. So it doesn't get you high at all. Yeah, there's no THC. Well, there's very little THC in it.
CBD oil has no THC in it.
Yeah.
In fact, there's
which is what I wanted. I mean, I didn't want to get high. I wanted pain relief,
Yeah, how'd it work out for you?
Well, as of Tuesday, it's legal here in Miami.
Yeah, I know. I saw
really
that.
Happy about that.
But
Not that I want to get high, but I want to get high.
This was from Fairwinds Cannabis is the name of the company. But so shout out to Fairwinds Cannabis if you guys are listening, which I doubt. This stuff rocks out loud. I was stunned at how much it didn't knock the pain out. Nothing does, not even the narcotics they give me for it. But it really damped it down. It made it bearable, and that was amazing. So if you guys are doing experiments on a CBD-infused mead, that could be huge. I mean, like really huge.
Yeah, we just did a huge testing at the Neoteric Farms with the supplier from Natural Botanical and flower, but botanical flower from Colorado, and we ended up making a batch that had a little bit of hops in it, had the CBD oil in it. It goes right into your system.
I'll knock you right out.
The people were drinking mead. I think we sampled 12 different meads. The energy from the mead was making you hyper. People were having a good time. It got to be about 8 o'clock in the afternoon. They had the CBD, and within about 30 to 40 minutes, they were calling Uber. They were tired. It knocked them completely out. It was they weren't high or anything. You could tell. The one guy just says, "Man," he says, "I just feel like I need to get some rest and stuff." You could just totally tell that it overwhelmed them immensely, and they just wanted to take a nap. They were so comfortable. And I think with thinning the blood, adding a little hops for the sediment to make you sleep, and the CBD oil to make the pain go away, I think this could help a lot of people with epileptic seizures.
Oh yeah,
this is something that you can get right in there with people that have had massive back surgery. I think there's a lot of applications for it on the medical value. And not only that, I think if you make a good dragon's blood mead, heck man, you can have something that'd probably be good to drink.
Yeah, you'd have to have a pretty strong mead to back it up, because the stuff that I've got has a very strong vegetal flavor. It's actually quite nice. They do it. It's a tincture and a coconut oil base, but it's got a very distinctive flavor,
well, that's what
which
Jones is for.
Yeah, and it's not an unpleasant flavor. It's just very distinctive and wouldn't sit well in a mead as it sits, But that's really interesting.
Yeah, it has a bitter taste just like hops would.
Yes, it does. Yeah, yes, it really does.
Yeah, speaking of which,
there's Hamish.
I've ever tasted. Speaking of which, every Manuka honey I've ever tasted has been medicinal in flavour, and I've looked at it and gone, I don't want to make mead from that. Now, you're spending $36 a pound to getting this over from New Zealand. Have you tasted it, and what do you think with regards to making a mead from it?
I've tasted it. I don't think it has a great flavor. I'm just going to be honest. I like buckwheat for some of my meats when I'm making some brochets. I think that when you brochet out buckwheat, it tastes phenomenal. This is something that I think the antibiotic and the antiseptic that's in the Montelukka honey. They're using a lot to even just rub or put it in your stomach for people that have huge colon problems and stuff, to kind of get the antiseptics and stuff into the system, is basically what it is. It's what I'm getting is that they call it a plus 20 on the scale, and it's very bitter to my taste and my perfection for what I like to taste in honey. But to make it into something, if I could put 2 pounds of it and make a gallon of mead, and be able to sell that mead with the CBD oil at about $220 a bottle when I open up my meadery in Colorado, that the turnaround will be astronomical for me, and it will be helping somebody not only for their diet, for cancer patients and stuff like that. But on a regular basis to make mead, I don't think you can star thistle, clover, honey, buckwheat, or a fireweed. Those are not an expensive honey. They go very far, and I think they make some phenomenal meads.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. I'm really I like Tupelo and
too expensive over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of heather honey too, but yeah, too expensive to get it over from Scotland. Costs an arm and a leg. So,
yeah.
Mike, what are you doing? You said you were working on starting your own place, the Underground Meadery, yeah?
Yeah, the Underground Meadery. I've been brewing mead on a large scale since about 2000. When I found a recipe for my grandfather.
16 years of brewing mead? Wow.
On a large scale.
Well, not on a commercial basis where we're selling it. But I brew about 400 gallons of mead a year. I brew 200 gallons at my house, and then I help my father brew about 200 gallons at his house. And we do it, and most of the time we do it in small batches to try. I think we have over 185 different mead recipes that we've kind of collated, everything from using eggs to the CBD oil to dragon fruit, and we even make we brochet and do Tootsie Rolls and Nerds, and we try Mountain Dew, and right. So we try all different kinds of stuff.
Speaking of your Mountain Dew mead, you have made a splash with that, no pun intended, and we have Paul Johnson had grabbed me earlier and said, "Hey, I can't listen to the show tonight, but I really wanted to ask Mike this question." And said that a couple months ago you posted that you'd made your Mountain Dew mead, and he was wondering if you'd come up with any other soda blends with the same success, and then also have you recarbonated any of your soda meads, or do they stay still? So inquiring minds want to know.
I've used Mountain Dew. I've used Mountain Dew Code Red. We've done a Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
which didn't turn out too bad.
I like Dr. Pepper.
The Mountain Dew Code Red I didn't really like. I liked the original Mountain Dew. The Dr. Pepper, like I said, was okay. I really haven't tried any other sodas than those three. When we do, we're getting ready to launch our YouTube video, 52 meads in a year. We're going to do a mead a week.
I saw that. I saw your post about that.
One of the months is actually we're going to do soda meads. We're going to do the Mountain Dew, and with the Mountain Dew, we're actually going to do 3 or 4 different types of Mountain Dew, so we can see the different colors and the aromas that come with it. And then we're going to do the Dr. Pepper one. My dad's a Coca-Cola fanatic, so he wants to try a Coca-Cola to see how it works. But I think I want to try a Fanta, and I want to try that Fanta pineapple.
I grew up on Fanta.
See if I can do it. Yeah, so I was going to try to do a...
Right?
Well, there's the Fanta has like strawberry, grape. There's a few different...
Orange pop.
In there, but they have a pineapple... Yeah.
We get the grapefruit one up here.
So I was going to try
Isn't Fanta all about orange?
No, well, that's what they started with, but they've got all these...
We get the grapefruit here.
Yeah, but let the man talk about his pineapple Fanta mead here,
Okay. Well, I just figured that we try pineapple Fanta. That way there's a couple, we're doing 4 meads in a month. One of them we're going to use, I've got 12 different honeys that we're going to do at the beginning of the month. So each month we'll have a different honey using that honey for the month, and then we'll use I think on my program it's going to be July. July is when we do the soda meads. So we're going to do 3 Mountain Dew flavors. After we do, I think it's a mellow foam honey, then 3 Mountain Dews, and then the next one will be the Dr. Pepper and the Coke, and then we're going to finish out that month with doing a brochet, blending the brochet honey with a regular honey, and then adding it to the pineapple Fanta, so we can get the honey flavor as well as the caramelized flavor to go with the pineapple Fanta. So that would be basically what the month of July will be. It will be soda meads.
That sounds like fun.
I do Tootsie Roll meads you do. I think that's the one thing, like I said, about swimming in the swimming pool. You can take this mead making anywhere you want, and I teach how to make. I was down at Jack Spirko's Survival Podcast that I taught how to do coffee pot mead, and I can make mead in 30 minutes. That I could do 1 gallon of mead in 30 minutes and have it ready to go, which is approximately 3.5 wine bottles. Right, so that's why we're doing 52 meads on a gallon basis. That I'm going to make 52 gallons of mead, and I'm going to have 52 different meads, if not more, in 1 year. So you not only, it's not like you're going to make 10 gallons of a blood orange mead, right? I'm going to make 1 gallon of it, and then I'm going to make another gallon of something else, and that way I have